Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June the 30th. It's the last day of the month. All right, guys, we are finally at the last day of the month. We are stepping into a new month. And what I love about this energy is that there's a full moon. And as we're getting into the ending of the full moon by tomorrow, we're basically starting the month fresh, right? Even though tomorrow is July 1st, we're starting the month fresh. We're starting brand new because we're releasing and letting go what no longer serves us. And basically, as the month starts, we're moving forward and we're getting used to newer beginnings, fresh starts, a fresh month, okay? Things like that, right? So let's see what you guys might need to know for today. Okay, when it comes to this energy, like I said in my other reading, I will do a Moonology message with some angel numbers, okay? Because I did try to record a video last week. It wasn't working. I wanted to give it to you guys ahead of time, but now's the best time because today is the full moon. It's at 100%. So whatever rituals you guys need to do with releasing and letting go, whether this is candle work, okay, spiritual baths, whatever it is that you need to do, because it is a judgment-free zone, do that, okay? Do what you need to do, right? But let's get started and see what messages you guys might need to know, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to the full moon in Capricorn for June 30th? What do they need to know for June 30th and the full moon in general? What can you tell the collective about the full moon that's happening and for June 30th? What do they need to know in general for today? What can you tell the collective for today for June 30th when it comes to the moon cycle? Thank you. So this talks about first quarter moon in Gemini. It doesn't have to be the first quarter moon, but maybe you have your, Gemini placements in the first quarter moon. Also, that's another thing too that people don't really take into consideration. We talk about the moon cycles, but sometimes people don't realize the day that they're born depends on the moon cycle, right? Some people are born on a full moon. Some people are born on a crescent moon, whether it's waning or waxing, a gibbous moon, waning or waxing. It basically all depends, right? So for some of you, this may resonate. You may be born on a first quarter moon in Gemini, but there's something about the first quarter moon in Gemini with communication, with you speaking your world into being, okay? So Gemini energy is showing up very heavily at this time. New moon in Gemini, okay? Think it through. So there's something that you could be thinking through. Now, this could be you guys being in reflection, thinking about certain situations, places, things like that, where maybe there is a decision that you need to make. And it's almost like before you made that decision, some of you guys could be pausing, taking a step back, thinking things through. And then once you kind of made that decision or made up your mind on what it is that you want, then you're taking action or taking that leap of faith, right? So take what resonates with that, but there's something about communication that could be significant, okay? You speaking your manifestations into existence, right? Last quarter moon in Gemini, yeah, communication, something about you clearing your mind, right? Some of you guys are clearing your mind, releasing maybe the past is significant. We have talk less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces, okay? So there's something about Pisces and also Gemini energy. Okay, for some of you guys with the full moon in Capricorn, which is happening right now, some of you guys are taking a reality check, okay? So that could be confirmation for some of you guys. You taking a reality check is you looking at situations or looking at dynamics from a different perspective, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to Capricorn energy, we know that Capricorn energy is very determined, hardworking, okay, strategic, and there could be something happening right now where you could be a Gemini sun with a Capricorn moon. You don't have to be, but there could be something about your placements, whether this is your placements, transits that are happening with planetary transitions and things like that, where you are feeling certain emotions or feeling certain things a lot more heightened than usual. basically things that normally don't get to you or things that normally don't bother you. For some reason, it's like things are starting to trigger. This could be nostalgia, things like that from the past where maybe there are situations that you've dealt with that were a mistake, right? Now, it doesn't have to be your fault. It doesn't have to be anybody's fault, but there could be things that could have happened that maybe you had to deal with that unfortunately put you in a tough position, okay, when it comes to communication. Now, there is something about maybe you dealing with someone else. Maybe they spoke their truth about something and maybe you ignored that, and vice versa, right? But there's something about the energy where you are taking a reality check. So if this means releasing certain friend groups, okay, changing a job, okay, changing your home situation, moving, whatever it is, that could be the reality check. Maybe there's something about your energy. Maybe you're too giddy. Maybe you're too, open, or too whatever it is that you feel that you need to change, because there could be something that you're doing where you think it's amazing, you think it's great, but it's affecting other people around you, right? This could also be other people's energies, okay, affecting what you have going on. So not to say that you don't have your own mind, but if you are dealing with situations where other people's opinions are drowning your own, that is also a problem too, because then you start to overthink things, right? So speaking your world into being, but also taking a reality check, that could be significant as well, okay? So take what resonates in that sense. We also have Sagittarius energy. So it says, yeah, last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Okay, some of you guys could be thinking it through, practicing gratitude with Sagittarius, okay, adventure, moving forward when it comes to being open, okay, because Sagittarius energy talks about openness, right? We have Aries energy, first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. So some of you guys, like I said, clearing your mind and stepping into your power, okay? Stepping into who you're supposed to be. This is leadership, taking leadership of your own life, okay? Not allowing other people to determine or dictate what you should or should not do. So there's something about other energies that are around you, like I was saying before, the cards showed up. Some of you guys are probably doing that during this full moon, okay, which is allowing you to release, like I said, and let go what no longer serves you, and that could be very significant as well. So give me one more card for the collective, Spirit, when it comes to the Moonology deck. Give me one more card for the collective, please. Ooh. Okay, so we have here, embrace the flow of life, full moon in Gemini at the bottom, but we have Taurus energy, okay? Last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. So there is something about, like I said, you talking less and feeling more, okay? Grounding yourself with Pisces and Taurus energy. There's also something about the new moon in Aquarius. So there's something about you being open to change, right? So like I said, being open, Sagittarius energy. This is about openness. Aquarius energy talks about your energy being more innovative, okay? There's something about also astrology that could be significant as well. Some of you guys could be, being more open to the different dynamics of astrology, for those who resonate with that as well. But there is something about your energy, like I said, where you guys are being more open, being more determined, okay? Things of that matter, right? Uranus energy could be significant. Saturn energy could be very significant when it comes to, expansion, prosperity, taking responsibility and being disciplined, especially with Capricorn energy. And not only that, the full moon is transitioning tomorrow from just Capricorn to Capricorn and Aquarius. So there's something about a shift that could be happening for some of you guys that may resonate. Okay, yeah, a time for healing, okay? It says balsamic moon. So some of you guys are in healing at this time. Healing certain dynamics could be significant as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective for June 30th? What else do they need to know for June 30th, please, and thank you. Thank you. So this card says the answers you need are coming, okay? Full moon and Gemini. Yeah, there's something about communication, right? Like I said, there could be something where you could have been dealing with someone else in your energy, and that could have messed up a lot of things for you, whether this is you or someone else. Whatever this is, there's something about interfering. Somebody interfering with your energy, interfering with your work, your creativity, your job, your home, your space, something to do with that. But the whole idea is whatever that you're releasing, there's communication coming up about something happening. Like I said, Saturn energy is significant. Karma is significant. So nothing goes unnoticed, nothing goes undone. If people do things, like I said to you in my other reading, right, whether this is good or bad, if people do something to you and they know that they're in the wrong, instead of apologizing or just like saying to you, you know what, this is what's happening, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that, people would rather hide things, right? Put things under the rug, throw things under the rug when really and truly you didn't deserve that. So there's something about something being hidden, especially with the full moon and releasing. Something that's being hidden is now about to be shown, because the moon talks about shadows. It talks about hidden energy. It talks about things you cannot see. But you, with Pisces showing up in Taurus, you could be somebody who sees the unseen. And when you have Pisces placements or water placements, it is very hard for people to hide things when you are very divinely connected or guided, or you see things, right? So we have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Okay, not sure who needs to hear that, but that could be confirmation as well. And then we have it's time to take action with the new moon in Aries, okay? So there is something about your energy, like I said, when it comes to taking action, stepping into your power. Okay, new moon energy is significant. So after this full moon, there's something about something not being yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So mutable signs are significant. And I did say something about Pisces as well. There's something about the energy, like I said, where it's time for you to take action. There's something about stepping into your power, right? Communication is significant as well. Dealing with certain things when it comes to communication, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be clarity for some of you as well. But again, there's something about you finding out information or finding out something that was hidden from you. And it's almost like whoever was trying to hide it from you, it's being exposed, basically, right? It's basically the saying, like, everything in the dark comes to light. So even if they were trying to hide whatever it is they were hiding, whether this is information, you know, trying to help you with certain things that if you needed the help, they maybe didn't help you properly, you know, things like that, it's being exposed. Okay, it's being exposed at this time. Yeah, there's something about your perseverance with 202. So take what resonates with that. This is also talking about newer beginnings and partnerships. Okay, harmony is significant. We also have release with 999. So some of you guys are completing a cycle as well. This is endings leading to transformations, and also, you know, basically letting go, right? Healing other people when it comes to empathy and release, right? So empathy and release could be, you could be empathetic, but there's something about you releasing and letting go, because maybe people may think that, you know, they can take your kindness for some type of weakness. And that's not everybody. Not everybody is, you know, delusional and thinking that everything is rainbows and lollipops, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for, you know, some of you guys with this message. But there is something about your energy where there is something ending so that you can start a new beginning, right? So yeah, reward. Okay, you guys are being rewarded for your efforts, being rewarded for, you know, your confidence, your strength, okay, with the number 88, because you're stepping into your power with Aries energy showing up here and taking action. There's something about you being able to be rewarded for what it is that you guys are doing, or for whatever it is that you guys are moving towards with Sagittarius energy, okay? Yeah, new beginnings, like I said. Okay, there's something about a new beginning. So you guys are moving forward into something brand new. Okay, we also have this card here when it comes to like compassion. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card. Whoops. And then we have shift. Okay, changes are significant. At the bottom, we have revisit. So there's something about someone revisiting something. Whether this is you or someone else, something is being revisited. But whatever this is that's being revisited, you've released it already, right? Making a wish could be significant with 1111. And also adventure. Like I said, Sagittarius energy. Adventures, moving on, moving forward. Okay, we have synergy. So maybe you guys are taking adventure and moving towards people who are very, you know, synchronized with your energy. When I see synergy, that's what I think of. I think of being synchronized or synchronicity with energy. Your energy could be also synchronizing as well with other people's energy that relate to you, that are actually meant to be in your energy. Angel numbers could be significant, like I said, stability as well, and then change with the number 555. So there is something happening with change and shifting and moving into newer dynamics, right? But I'm going to end it here, guys. So please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. If you guys are looking to book a reading or, you know, email me or whatever the case is, everything is in the video description down below. But I thank you guys for reposting, liking, sharing, whatever it is that you guys are doing to basically support the channel. I appreciate that. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Okay, guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. And I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye, guys.